Welcome to the recap of episode 9 of Demon Slayer Season 3. Before I begin, I'd like to say a special thank you to all new subscribers because you motivate me to continue making these videos. And to my new viewers, if you enjoy these videos, don't forget to subscribe to be notified about upcoming ones. Major spoilers incoming, but if you don't mind that, then enjoy the video. And if you found this episode interesting, I encourage you to check out the full episode on your favorite streaming platform. So let's begin. Our story continues as Haganazuka tirelessly buffs the ancient blade, while Hataru hangs around him, peeping behind a tree, watching the battle unfold. Now, Gyokko, the cowardly demon, is up in the tree telling Muichiro not to underestimate him since he's still a child. Without flinching, Muichiro counters he will be chopping off Gyokko's head because he's in the zone. Of course, Muichiro lets him know he has no respect for the demon, which pisses off Gyokko. The demon goes on about how beautiful he is as opposed to Muichiro's puny limbs. I mean, look who's talking. But those puny limbs slashed his neck, says Muichiro. Gyokko thought that was lame, but to everyone's surprise, Muichiro turned his attention to Gyokko's vase and throws shade at how ugly it is. The ugly demon got butthurt and flares up, attacking with his swarm of flesh-eating fish blood art, but Muichiro smoothly evades and then butchers them using his own breathing techniques. Impressed by Muichiro's speed, the fishy demon wonders why his paralytic poison doesn't work on the young Hashira. But Muichiro is smart, as he realizes that slashing the fish releases a deadly poison and redirects it away from himself using his mist breathing. He launches forward to behead Gyokko, but the scared demon sheds his skin and disappears to reappear on a tree. Muichiro demands that Gyokko stop running away because it's beginning to get annoying. Instead, Gyokko decides to reveal his true form, which is just growing out full arms. He taunts Muichiro and promises that no one can survive him when he's serious. Yeah? Sure. Personally, I never expected Muichiro to be this savage because his burns were hilarious. Anyway, the narcissistic ugly demon boasts of his new body and demands that Hashira kneel before this magnificent form. Muichiro only stares blankly like, "Who's this guy?" causing the demon to angrily yell for him to say something, which the Hashira responds to by noting that Gyokko had told him to shut up earlier. In a flash, Gyokko attacks, forcing Muichiro to climb up a tree, escaping blows that turn anything it touches into fish. The tables are turned as the upper rank laughs because Muichiro is now the scared one. But Muichiro remained cold and then, with a creepy smile on his face, filled with rage, coldly responds that his strong attacks are pointless because he can't touch this. Muichiro flashes back to that horrific moment when he held his dead brother's hand while maggots infested his body. As he's about to fade off, Amane Ubuyashiki came to his rescue with her daughters, tending to his wounds while he refused to let go of Yuichiro's hand, knowing he would have died otherwise. Fueled by a simmering rage that persists within him since that fateful day, he trained relentlessly so he can unleash his fury to annihilate all demons. Gyokko, using his new body, attacks Muichiro with incredible speed and his fancy moves, making it impossible for the Hashira to land a hit. Now, it's Muichiro's turn, unleashing his obscuring clouds move, creating a dense cloud of mist, which forms after images that, despite Gyokko's attempts to strike Muichiro, he just keeps missing it. Then out of nowhere, Muichiro slowly moves within the mist, and with one smooth swing, he finally beheads Gyokko, ending the battle. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, this battle ended so fast I thought it was a fake out and Gyokko will just appear with another trick up his sleeve. But nothing happened at all. Even Gyokko, the cowardly demon, couldn't believe that a child like Muichiro could decapitate and defeat him. He tries to regrow his body while insulting Muichiro, but the Hashira silences him with a death by 1,000-cut strike, sending him to hell. Feeling relieved, Muichiro remembers a conversation with Kagaya about being open-minded and finding his true self. As Gyokko's remains turn to ash, Muichiro realizes that his leader was right. Once he knows who he is and has the strength to act, all his doubts and frustrations disappear, making him unstoppable against demons. Hataru approaches the Mist Hashira, grateful for saving their lives. But he notices that Muichiro is turning pale, and while the boy insists he's fine, he suddenly starts trembling and struggling to breathe. He collapses, frothing at the mouth. Horrified, Hataru calls for assistance, but Haganazuka just kept on working the blade, ignoring him. Hataru freaks out and he's joined by Kotetsu, who scares him some more, mistaking Kotetsu for a ghost. The young swordsmith explains they survived the attack because the demon struck an object which protected him. It turns out that the object is Rengoku's Tsuba, which Tanjiro asks him to use on his new sword. This sight triggers Muichiro's memory, where Rengoku is just being his usual brightening, cheerful self. Suddenly, Muichiro feels his family surrounding him, moved to tears as Yuichiro finally acknowledges him. Meanwhile, Tanjiro faces off against the wood-style dragon heads. The dragons attack him with the same powers the emotion demons had, while Nezuko and Genya also find themselves in peril as they confront the demons' dragons. Tanjiro tried to dodge their attacks, but got his left foot crushed by powerful winds, and then he got struck by lightning. He's desperate, he can't use his breathing technique to heal himself, so he runs a distance thinking he's out of danger, but the demon just extends its reach by causing the wood dragon to emerge with smaller necks that grab Tanjiro and swallow him whole, leaving Nezuko and Genya shocked. Inside the dragon's throat, Tanjiro realizes plot armor might not save him this time as he's being crushed. Suddenly, our lovely Mitsuri springs into action, and that sight was glorious. She leaps onto the dragon's neck, slicing it apart and freeing Tanjiro. As the dragon disintegrates, Mitsuri carries the injured demon slayer and lands safely, comforting Tanjiro, unaware that this guy cannot hear a damn thing. The love Hashira stands up, with resolve in her eyes, determined to rescue Nezuko and Genya, despite the demon's annoyance. She launches forward to confront the upper-rank demon, whipping her special blade. Tanjiro warns her about the demon's strength, but Mitsuri remains determined to face the embodiment of hatred, moving and flowing like the winds with insane acrobatic moves, using her blade to subdue the attacking dragons, causing them to collide with each other. And the episode ends here. As for me, I can't wait to watch the next episode because I'm sure it's gonna be a blast. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe to find out what happens in the next episode. Stay tuned for upcoming videos.